About 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. Off we go from Houston. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he gave one man the slip. And going to take this one forward. He'll pick up a 3. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Here's Willis. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Willis to throw. That went out wide to Achane. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
After 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Willis. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Willis now to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And that'll set up fourth down. Kaimi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he does it. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
In motion comes Walker. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
In motion comes Walker. On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Crack on 80.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
To throw, here's Willis. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Willis. The throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On second down, it's Williams. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Chicago.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons. And if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard, and he'll get about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. That's Henry Toto on the tackle. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They're on the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Willis now to throw. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing, Willis. Out to his right. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Down the sideline. He's on his way. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 79 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Cougar 79 Broncos.
Throwing, Willis. That one caught for Dante Wester. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now a screen set up for H-check. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Okay,
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Throwing is Willis. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Okay, ready?
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now Willis. And he's into the end zone. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Texans. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And that'll work. He'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And the deficit is cut down to just 2. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
A play fake. Now Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams to throw on second down. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Here's first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Williams to the air once more. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. On the move left. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Cole Komet, touchdown Chicago. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Willis. This one not quite on target. That was too much. That one falls incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got his man. That's Noel.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Willis to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. To throw, here's Willis. Now that one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Malik Willis. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on.
Willis. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
To throw is Willis. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it,
And he's in. Javon Achane. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
when you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for two.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Curve 19! Curve 19! Go!
Now they'll set up to throw. And he is not going to break free. Good defense. They wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. The try for two comes up empty. Agnew on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Walker. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On second down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. As the defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. We'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trying to be a little too perfect there and hit right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. A pickup of 44 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one out wide to Achane. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's a designed run. What a job there. Using his legs on the run. Pickup of 19, and that's a 1st down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. That's taken in by Achane. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing, Willis. Now a screen set up for Achane.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Agnew on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Willis to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
First and 10 on the 27-yard line.
Now Willis. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
Here's Willis. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. To throw is Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second down, they need 7. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And the Bears are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Bears. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Past midfield to the 45. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
On the go.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing is Willis. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. Give him 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Willis now to throw. He's got a man. That's Noel. And the Texans going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Cowboy 80, 79 Brock, 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Willis. That one taken in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. Everything you wanted. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Texans will line up
60,
for the
Cowboy 80.
conversion.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
So clearly time is not on their side, but with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again. Long shot of it happening, but at least they got a chance.
Williams to the air once more. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Texans. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the